Shalom, Israel. Shalom, Pastor Dow, Pastor Cord, Pastor Muir. Bless y'all. Shalom, anyone who catches this video who might be listening. I'm getting on here, being obedient to one of my pastors who I love, Pastor Dow, who asked about testimonies. And I got a lot of them. The Most High has been good, and many. But the one that I'm going to share today is Mark 16:18, I think it was. I heard a brother in the ministry share his similar testimony as far as handling vipers and drinking their poison and not getting sick. And so I can also witness and testify to that I'm blessed. Ever since I came in the truth, it's only been about a year. And I did not know it this way. I did not know the truth. I was completely oblivious to it and blind. And now I know who I am. I know what I'm a part of. I know what I'm being gathered to. And I'm extremely appreciative to my shepherds and to the leadership here and the Straight Way. So Mark 16:18, when I first came into the truth, my name is Brother Lawrence Bosway, by the way. Brother Lawrence Bosway, I got a YouTube channel where you can go on there. And I had some videos when I first came into the truth where I either was getting interviewed or I was just sharing what I was going through. And like a lot of brothers who first find truth or first want to get in line with this walk, your wife, your women, your children, they don't want to get in line with it because of how wicked this place is and how wicked this world is. And so that was also my experience, and I was sharing it. And there was a brother who interviewed me who was walking with Pastor Dow at the time. And I did a video with him, and that brother and pastor ended up doing also another video about the commandments and the law and the Torah, and if we should keep certain commandments a certain way, pertaining to going to Israel at the time. This is what they were talking about. And I had communications with this brother, and I tried to share my insight on why I believe Pastor Dow was right. And him and other brothers tried to get back at me and explain why they thought they was right. And the word was clear, it was plain. And I just thank the Most High I was able to listen and I was able to hear the truth. I was able to receive it. But it came to a point where Pastor Dow said, "Brother, you need the Holy Spirit." And I heard that. And it was for me, and I received that because I need the Holy Spirit. I desire to speak in tongues. But that brother didn't receive it. For whatever reason, he didn't receive it and took offense. And I handled that viper. I drunk that poison. I was in communication with him. And, you know, I tried to send him messages about the feast days going to Jerusalem and how he was off about, you know, airports and TSA and the maps and what he thought about the feast and going there. And I also tried to tell him I'm seeking the Holy Spirit and I want to speak in tongues and how I need the Holy Spirit. But that brother didn't receive me. And so now today he's not walking with Pastor Dow anymore, but poison he still did spew to other people. And so that was one of my first experiences with seeing my shepherd, Pastor Dow, being present, even in one of my videos that I had. He chimed in the live in the comments, said shalom, checked in, just watching, being a shepherd. And I was blessed by that. I got to see him care and show time, and that encouraged me. So that's just one of the testimonies, man. Like, I don't want to be on here too long, but man, I could I could go in on a long time as far as testimonies I got, even Pastor Muir, where, you know, I haven't even got to sit down and meet him or Pastor Dow really and chop it up, but just how things have confirmed in my life coming into the truth, and the knowledge and wisdom I've gotten from their walk and what they shared and what they've given, and how it's blessed me in my walk and kept me out of danger and kept me out of trouble, kept me out of jail, just being real, kept me out of bad situations, kept me from death, the spirit of death. And so I got hundreds of testimonies from my relationship and watching Pastor Corey, even before he was a shepherd, but being in the love of Yah, as far as the persecution him and his Isha went through, that came to my ears and came to my house, and the venom and poison that was spewed. And I just thank the Most High that he's allowed me to see it as, I mean, it just goes back to the word. It's like the scribes of the Pharisees of these people is in vain. It's not fruitful. And I just thank the Most High that I can see that it's in vain. So Shep, yeah, a lot of the stuff, I'm with you. A lot of the stuff that people saying, the lies and the poison, it's surely in vain. And I can tell, I can see it. And I hope others can see and that you're watching. I challenge my brothers where I'm a part of here in Straightway, Missouri, to share your testimonies, to just get on here. And so, yeah, I mean, my testimony, man, I got shepherds, and the Most High has shown them to me in a beautiful way, in a sweet way, to where I can't deny it. How they came into my life, how the Most High used them to deliver me out of bondage and out of the situations I was in. So, man, from the beginning, it was Mark 16:18, like handling vipers, drinking poison. And I had no idea that, you know, the brother I'm doing this video with, who was walking with Shep at the time, I had no idea that he was gonna, you know, not want to receive the Holy Spirit, not want to speak in tongues like I was. And but I'm not sick from that poison. And still, you know, a year later, same testimony. Being able to not be hurt or sick from venom and poison and lies and stuff that people saying falsely. So that's just one of the many testimonies, man. And Shep, if I can answer, you know, probably one of the reasons why I haven't said a lot about the testimonies, because they just so many, man. And the Father is really good. Like, next week I'm going through a battle, which a lot of brothers go through with the court system. And man, I'm getting counsel that's $1 million worth of game, you know, and y'all willing, when that victory comes through, I'll have another testimony. And more brothers are going to have more testimonies. But, yeah, I mean, I appreciate Brother Ellis, Brother Joshua Brown, because their testimonies they put on YouTube have been powerful and have been edifying, and they are really gifted and good at it, I can say. And you know, you're right, it does show love to speak out, but man, when people get out here and they start lying, or they just don't get it and don't see, or they get offended, it's sad. But it's in vain, because it's, to me, from what I've seen, it's lame. And I give an example. So Elder Kabir, who was also a part of me coming into truth, my ex-wife at the time, she woke me up in the middle of the night after she is also handling vipers, after she read the Sports Illustrated article that a lot of people heard about. And so when she woke me up, I actually smiled, because I'm listening to her reading the article, and it's just lame. It's lame as hell. Like, it's supposed to be Sports Illustrated. It's not Marriage Illustrated. It's not Father Illustrated. It's not Cult Illustrated. It's all the stuff they think they talking about is they off focus, and they don't know what they talking about. But I saw that, and I was hoping that my wife saw that, but she didn't. She drunk the venom. She drunk the poison, and she's hurt by it. But, you know, to those who have ears to hear and eyes to see, you see how lame it is. You see how fruitless it is. So now every Shabbat, you get on Facebook and you see Elder Kabir and his fruit. You see, the Shabbat meal. You hear about the message. You hear the children in the background. You see how blessed he is. And, it's plain to see. It's in vain, the stuff that these people saying that they putting out here. Because you look at what they're doing and what they're saying, and it ain't producing nothing. And then you look at what the Most High is doing in the ministry, and it's producing. And so, so I'm right there with you. I believe it was, like I said, it was a brother on here, Mark 16:18, handling vipers, drinking poison, and I ain't hurt. I'm actually being edified, and it was a blessing, Pastor Dow, to see you be a shepherd early on that live and on that video, supporting. And it was a blessing to see you confront that brother and telling him how much we need the Holy Spirit and how much we need to speak in tongues. And I can't wait to experience the reality, the continuation of reality of the word, as far as they shall lay hands on the sick and they should be healed. Because that's a part of all these testimonies is, ever since I came in the truth, all this is a reality. The word is coming to reality, and it's real, and I see that. And so I'm blessed from it. And so I'm gonna get off here. Bless y'all. Just trying to be obedient. If I can't really say that I love my pastor if I'm not gonna be obedient, so there it is. Shalom, shalom.